All the politics are fake. Nothing is real. All of it is a theater, and I'm going to show you proof for this. I'm going to pick on one puppet who is very deceiving, and many people think that he is a real guy, that he will save America. We are talking about Trump, the shill. Let's investigate. Let's start with some quotes. This is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people no longer. It is a government of corporations, by corporations, and for corporations, said Rutherford B. Hayes, US President. Your own president says this, not me. Let's go to the next one. It's not the people who vote that count, it's the people who count the votes, said Joseph Stalin, Bolshevik Communist Zionist Jew. Here's the next one for you. Governments do not govern but merely control the machinery of government, being themselves controlled by the hidden hand, said Benjamin Disraeli, Prime Minister of Britain. And here's the last one for you. Permit me to issue and control the money of a nation, and I care not who makes the laws, said Mayer Amschel Rothschild. You see, guys, there's nothing new under the sun. This has been going on for years and years, and probably hundreds of years. Politics is fake. Politics is a history, governed by the hand of the international bankers, the Zionist Jews, and the Jesuits. The elections, right? It's not an election, it's a selection. When you're going to a polling station, all you do is nothing, okay? It's nothing. It's basically you are just giving them power. You are telling them that yes, I am a sheeple, and I'm just going to follow your orders. When you press the button, it does nothing. It's fake. Just remember the Stalin quote. It's not just from Russia, it's all over the world. Anywhere you go to vote, it's fake. That's how the rulers rule the world. Let me introduce you to the Illuminati card game. This game is based on the 1975 book called The Illuminatus Trilogy by Robert Anton Wilson and Robert Shee. And Steve Jackson had the idea to create the game after this book in September 1981, and it went on to market in July 1982. And this is how it looks like. You can see the one eye symbolism, the pyramid there. Here's the game in action. Good old Heineken with the communist star on it. And this is a game that you can still buy on Amazon, eBay, and so on. Here's the Republican card, and here is the Democrats card. As you can see, that there is really no difference. All of these people are worshipping the idol of the free choice, which is non-existent in the political system. These people are worshipping the symbol of the Republicans, the elephant, and these ones, the donkey. As you can see, both of these animals are on the top of the pyramid, again symbolizing the all-seeing eye. So both of these animals are on top of the pyramid, as you can see. And they say here, if the Republicans will stop telling lies about the Democrats, we will stop telling the truth about them. On the Democrats card they say, for every reaction there is an equal and opposite government program. That's it. It's just a government program. It's a yin-yang. The rulers of the world use the yin-yang as to kind of balance the system. And we have a great scene in The Matrix where Neo goes into the architect's office. He tells Neo that the first Matrix was a perfection. And it didn't work out because people wanted this kind of balance, that there is bad and there is good. It's all done by the rulers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's yin-yang, Republicans, Democrats, or Coke, or Pepsi, rock and roll or pop music. Doesn't really matter. It's all from the same parasites.
Hello, Neo. Who are you? I am the architect. I created the Matrix. I've been waiting for you. You have many questions, and though the process has altered your consciousness, you remain irrevocably human. Ergo, some of my answers you will understand, and some of them you will not. Concordantly, while your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant.
Why am I here?
Your life is the sum of a remainder of an unbalanced equation inherent to the programming of the Matrix. You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is otherwise a harmony of mathematical precision. While it remains a burden assiduously avoided, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond a measure of control, which has led you inexorably here.
You haven't answered my question.
Quite right. Interesting. That was quicker than the others.
Others? How many others? What answer more fuckers?
The Matrix is older than you know. I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the sixth version.
5 ones before me. 4. There are only 2 possible explanations. There were 5 ones before me. Either no one told me, or no one knows.
Precisely. As you are undoubtedly gathering, the anomaly is systemic, creating fluctuations in even the most simplistic equations.
Control me! I'm gonna smash you to bits! You can't make me do anything like that.
Choice. The problem is choice.
The first Matrix I designed was quite naturally perfect. It was a work of art, flawless, sublime, a triumph equaled only by its monumental failure. The inevitability of its doom is apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it, based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature.
Here's another card, the chain letter. As we know, 33,000 emails have gone out from this lady, from this puppet. 33,000. Freemasonic symbol, 33. Chain letter, 1982. It was already prophesied that it was coming out like this. Look at that, the chain letter with the same kind of figure. Hillary Clinton having this chain letter, all of those emails going out. And this whole thing was done by WikiLeaks, which is another shield organization if you didn't know. You would think that they are whistleblowers, but that's another hoax. Here's another card from the game. Look at that figure, is the same guy who leads WikiLeaks. They knew it in advance. They knew him in advance. He's just a puppet. Alex Jones, another shill. Ron Paul, even though he's like talking good sense sometimes, both of them talk good sense sometimes, but they are shills. They are part of the system. In 1982, they were already foretold to come. Voting is useless. Here's another card game, says, read my lips. A public figure appears on national TV and talks his way out of everything. It's a theater. Nothing else. A plague of demons. Washington, D.C. and the White House. The New World Order and the political correctness. Let's see what it says. Used insensitive pronoun, but it can be a noun or verb or whatever it is. Idiot, nigga, bitch, feminist, whatever, you know? You name it, it can be labeled as hate speech. The other board says ate flesh of dead animals, and this is straight from the vegan cult, the vegan religion. They are talking about eating the flesh of dead animals, how bad it is. If you do that, you are basically the enemy of the system. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a religion. Bill Gates, the UN, the mainstream is promoting veganism. Do you understand? It can't be good. Okay? Cable TV. All that they are giving you through the cable TV is theater. It's entertainment. And here it says 500 channels and nothing is on. Right? That's the mentality. You have 500,000 channels and you're still not satisfied. Please give me a favor and ditch your TV. The terrorist nuke 9/11 was foretold in 1982. The Supreme Court. Nothing else but parasites. They have the black pyramid as their ruling power. They are nothing else than shills. Nothing good comes out from the Supreme Court. The deprogrammers. If you are a truther, they want to deprogram you. And the good Poles. It's nothing good, but it's a game. You can see they are dancing. It's a game, guys. They just draw the line wherever they want to draw it. Prince Charles, another shield. It says here Prince Charles and his master and his puppets are all immune to privilege attacks. A new world order gun control. They don't want us to have guns. They don't want us to protect ourselves. And they are very, very successful in Europe already. You can't have a gun in Europe, and it's coming to America as well. The hidden city. It looks like to me mud flood, and the city dug out from under the mud. So they were foretelling that as well, that we are going to figure this out. I believe it was a controlled leak. Nevertheless, it is true. I'm not saying it is not. It is true. But it was a controlled leak. They wanted us to find this out. Bill Clinton, another puppet, on a leash, and his wife holding the end of the leash, the controller. The feminist woman who is controlling her husband. And most importantly, the biggest shield of all time, Mr. Donald Trump. Look at the face in the background of this image and his image. Can you see the similarity? It's the same person. They knew exactly that he's going to come up. He's probably just a clone, nothing else. They have DNA banks. They can create whatever creature they want to. And even the slogan is matching because he was the guy who said like, enough is enough. We have to take over America and you know, like rebuild it, whatnot. And another card from the same game, charismatic leader. The yellow hair, you can see that is the same guy foretold in 1982. Now here's another one, and this is from CNN. They pick up on this and they mock us in the face. Here's Trump going down the escalator, and look at what happened in Simpsons. So he's just coming down on the escalator, and then you can see the next clip, the same motion. He puts up his right hand and then the thumbs up with his left hand. Let me show you again. So first he shows his right hand up and then thumbs up with the left. Again, right and left, the same motion coming down the escalator. And this Simpsons episode was in 2000 and he was doing the escalator scene in 2015. It was a set up scene. They knew it's going to happen in this way. The same hand motion, the same guy, the same place. Nothing else but a theater. Here's another one done by CNN. And again, they are just mocking in the face. But it was the same thing. Simpson was foretelling the future. They were planning this big time. And they knew exactly what's going to happen. Okay? It's nothing else but a theater. It's the same thing over and over again. The controllers of the world know exactly what's going to happen. It's going according to their plans. It's going according to a script. And of course they are going to show this guy who is saying it was pitched because it was consistent with the vision of America going insane. Trying to tell us that it wasn't really a prophecy, it was just a coincidence. Coincidence, right? I mean, give me a break. Okay? This is just a joke. The next thing I want to show you is two articles from Whale 2. This is one and it also leads to a next article, Donald Trump is a Zionist. And this is the other article talking about Donald Trump as a Zionist and showing proof. I'm going to link all of this in the video description below under sources and credits, and in that article that I'm going to link you will see all the links. He said, "We love Israel, we will fight for Israel 100%, 1000%, it will be there forever. Anti-Semitism has no place in our society, which needs to be united, not divided. The only candidate that's going to give real support to Israel is me. The rest of them are all talk, no action. They are politicians. I've been loyal to Israel from the day I was born. My father, Fred Trump, was loyal to Israel before me. The only one that's going to give Israel the kind of support it needs is Donald Trump. Don't get confused there in Israel. I'm currently your biggest friend. My daughter is married to a Jew who is an enthusiastic Israel supporter, and I have taken part in many Israel Day parades. My friendship with Israel is very strong. I'm a great friend of Israel. I was the Grand Marshal of the Israel Day parade. I have so many friends. There is nobody closer. And Bibi Netanyahu asked me to do a commercial for him, for his campaign. I did a commercial for him. He's nothing else but a Zionist puppet. Trump's commerce secretary worked for Rothschild for 24 years, and we can see how he is honoring the Zionist wall in Israel with his tranny wife. Again, we can see his tranny wife here. Look at that man. He is nothing else but a puppet. Okay? He was in politics before. He said he wasn't in politics and he's a newcomer. Bullshit. He was there before. Okay? He knew all these guys. They are friends. And here it is Trump with his father and the skull and bones. And also look at the hand sign with Bill Clinton. He is in the same gang. Person of the year. Look at the horns here. It's not a coincidence. They do it intentionally. And all these people are showing the corner, the devil horn sign, just to show where they are belonging. They're all Satanists. As I showed you, here's the escalator scene in 2000 from The Simpsons. 2015, the real escalator scene as he's going down, showing the same hand sign. And here's another one from The Simpsons. They were forecasting him with the same Trump board. Look at that similarity. 15 years before, they knew exactly how he's going to look like and what's going to happen. 2 flags, blue suit, red ties, gray hair, Trump with capital letters, red border on the board. And look at here, another Simpsons episode showing the elections. They have the same pattern. Look at that. This is the result of the selection, not election. They forecasted it in 2000. It's looking the same. Can you see that? It's all fake. It's all a lie. It's a hoax. Nothing else but a theater. 2 Zionist shills. And yes, it's a big club. This person is also a tranny. Looks very feminine eyes here. Again, showing the devil horns. Showing the Illuminati pyramid symbol with the hand. The 2 candidates are part of the same story. It's just the yin-yang. Doesn't matter who gets elected, who gets selected. It's always going to be the one who they want. Either one of them could have done the job. They are working for the same hidden hand. I'm also going to link this video. Please watch this. This is from Walter White, the Trump card, on the Amazing Discoveries Africa YouTube channel. He has some very good information about Trump. I don't agree with him on everything. He is a Christian, so I definitely don't agree with him on that. But otherwise, he has some great information. Here's another video that I would like you to watch. This is from ODD TV or ODD Reality. This guy's channel was deleted once already, so this is the new upload. The new channel's name is ODD Reality. The previous one was ODD TV, and he has some great information about Trump as well here, so have a look at this. At the end of the video, he mentioned a good channel called Truth Media Revolution, and back then I watched lots of videos from these guys, Truth Media Revolution, but since then they have been taken down by the YouTube monster censorship. It says here, this account has been terminated for violating YouTube's community guidelines. All they were doing is showing proof for the lies, and they were talking about the truth. That's all they did. That's why they were terminated. Fortunately enough, I found a mirror of one of their great video on Trump, so I'm going to link that by the Jasper channel. And since this is belonging to a channel that has been taken down, in memory of Truth Media Revolution, I'm going to include this clip into this video. Let's have a look.
This is the world that you know.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? No, Mr. President-elect.
Go ahead.
Mr. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization
You are
is
attacking
terrible.
our news organization.
Your organization
Can you give
is
us a
terrible.
chance
Let's
to
go.
ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can
Quiet.
you state,
Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
can you state
She's asking
categorically,
a question.
Mr.
Don't be rude.
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You're
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you
No,
give
I'm not
us a
going to give you a
question?
question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
Go ahead.
can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not
Go ahead.
appropriate.
Hey, look at this! Donald Trump! Donald Trump taking down Mr. McMahon! Oh my God! The hostile takeover of Donald Trump on Vince McMahon has happened at WrestleMania 23. I didn't think he would do it. I just was like,
Fool me once, fool me once, fool me once. Shame on, shame on, shame on you.
what she did with emails was fine. You think it was fine to delete 33,000 emails? I don't think so. She said the 33,000 emails had to do with her daughter's wedding, number one, and a yoga class. Well, maybe we'll give three or 4 or 5 or something. 33,000 emails deleted. And now she's saying there wasn't anything wrong.
It's just not true, and so please go
you didn't delete them?
Allow her to respond, please.
Personal emails, not official.
33,000? Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years. I live in New York, she lives in New York, and I've known her and her husband for years, and I really like them both a lot. And as you know, most people know, she's a world-class liar. Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, the thing, they get a bad knock. She's a very nice woman. People think tough, and I guess she's tough, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy. We know all about the smarts and how smart they are, and all, but they are good people. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously. 4 of them here tonight. Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy. These are all lies. We say lie, 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 lie. Lie. Dirty, rotten liar.
No, but why did she get rid of it? Hillary, rotten Clinton. Rotten Clinton. Hillary, rotten Clinton, right?
And they are, just really terrific people. I like them both very much, but I think you'll be looking at the record of Hillary Clinton and how did she do as Secretary of State, probably above and beyond everybody else and everything else. It's a disgrace, and honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Secretary Clinton, I want to follow up on that. I'm going to let you talk about email.
Because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not... It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, but she's a very nice woman. Where she destroyed 33,000 emails criminally.
I'm a newcomer to politics, but not to backing the Jewish state. In 2001, weeks after the attacks on New York City and on Washington, and frankly, the attacks on all of us, attacks that they were perpetrated by the Islamic fundamentalists, Mayor Rudy Giuliani visited Israel to show solidarity with terror victims. I sent my plane because I backed the mission for Israel 100%. Iran is the biggest sponsor of terrorism around the world, and we will work to dismantle that reach. Believe me, believe me. I've been with Israel so long in terms of I've received some of my greatest honors from Israel. My father before me, incredible. My daughter Ivanka is about to have a beautiful Jewish baby. When I become president, the days of treating Israel like a second-class citizen will end on day 1.
So what do you think of my Trump home mattress collection by Serta? Finally, the same luxury and comfort I demand in my hotel.
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do.
Welcome to room 9.
Looking good, number 9, looking good.
Where's your dignity?
And that's it for me, guys, for today. Please don't go to vote because it doesn't make sense and it's just waste of time. Going to vote is supporting the system. So share this with everyone you love and care for, because the more people don't go to vote, the more inevitable the collapse of the system. This channel is entirely community funded, so if you like this video and the content that I'm creating, please consider going to my website on my support page and kicking a couple of bucks so that I can keep up the lights. Thank you everyone, see you in the next one.